Navy SEALs are training in sewage-contaminated water, and now a government watchdog is calling out the heads of the elite program that trains just off the coast of Coronado. This is the latest twist in what's been a decades-long crisis stretching from the Tijuana River Valley up the coast of San Diego. ABC 10 News has followed the South Bay sewage crisis and its impact on the community for decades, from the water quality to the air quality and alleged health issues. Tonight, ABC 10 News reporter Jane Kim follows through, explaining why the government says the Navy SEAL training program needs to make major changes to protect SEALs when they get in the water.
A scathing report slamming Navy Special Warfare Command. That's the part of the military that trains and runs Navy SEALs. The report calling out health and safety concerns for Navy SEAL candidates, specifically that SEAL candidates were exposed to contaminated water off the coast of Coronado.
We have Customs and Border Patrol, we have Coast Guard, we have Marines, we have EOD, all these elements of various law enforcement and military services. They're all out in this water. And some of them every day.
Captain Daniel Stewart is a retired Navy SEAL. He says he trained in sewage-contaminated water during his military career. He says he's been warning about the water and Tijuana River Valley sewage crisis for years.
We're asking a lot of those folks. And so to simply say, well, that's the sewage problem, they'll figure it out. You need to be more proactive, because these are the folks who are putting their lives on the line, not just during wartime, every day.
According to a report from the Inspector General for the U.S. Department of Defense, between January 2019 and May 2023, the Naval Special Warfare Center diagnosed more than 1,100 cases of acute gastrointestinal illness among Navy SEAL and Special Combat candidates in Coronado. That's things like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. Of those cases, nearly 40% were diagnosed within 7 days of exposure to ocean water that exceeded state limits. State Representative Scott Peters says the circumstances need to be talked about.
I really appreciate the military and their attitude of we're going to deal with what we got. I think it's exemplary, but it's just not appropriate for us to have a situation where closed beaches and contaminated water is the norm.
The report says despite the County of San Diego issuing beach closure advisories numerous times last year, the SEALs rarely relocated training, saying SEAL candidates were exposed to contaminated water. Captain Stewart says the issue is a national crisis.
If you want the SEAL individual and the capability to continue to be what it is, this is going to have to be mitigated. It's not one to be solved. I would also say that it's not the Navy, the SEAL community, or even the Navy's problem to solve, because the whole issue stems from the cross-border sewage down there from Tijuana.
In Coronado, Jane Kim, ABC 10 News.
The report asked the Navy to create new policies for monitoring water quality and when to move training by the end of the year. Navy Special Warfare sent a statement saying when the training area is unsafe, it's rescheduled or relocated to minimize the impact.